Hello ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here and welcome back to Conan Exiles, and this, the first building episode. So, today, I thought about something. And I've been having a look at this little settlement and kind of thinking of what we should do with it. And I've seen, we've got this big stone pillar up here. And I remember in the trailers we were able to build up the sides of cliffs, and I'm wondering if maybe we can do that here. So I'm thinking, let's try to build our way up to the top. Now I have some stairs that I can build, so I'm going to gather the resources and we will be back to build up there and see where we can really go with that. Alrighty, so that's the first sort of pieces laid as foundation and some stairs. And that's as far as I've got so far. Let's see. Now, the buildings themselves don't really have to be fully supported, so they aren't actually clipping onto the side of the stones, which is a bit strange, but we're going to try and work with that, and see if we can just kind of angle it around. So, of course, I will need more resources, but just have a look at how that will go together. I think if I just add another bit of stairs there, we should be fine. Right. So, let's go and gather some resources then. Alright, and here's the view from up here. We're not quite at the top yet, and it seems like going over this way is going to be basically impossible. So I've got to find a new way to travel along this sort of building right now. I don't know if I can get all the way to the top, which is quite disappointing. I know there is a way, I'm probably not building correctly, but all the foundations are in place. So let's just walk all the way down. So you can see there are the houses from earlier. As you can see, some of them don't actually have any ceilings or roofs or anything like that. But now this is going to be the sort of the first level, and then all the way up there will be the second level. So I'm going to have to put some walls down and everything, and let's just have a look at what it looks like from outside. So this here looks a bit weird, I will admit, but that was the only way to kind of get around this bit, because I had built the staircase in a stupid place. But I think I could get rid of that bit and connect the staircase directly to that, and then have this bit connected to the stairs from the ground instead. That could work just fine, I think. And these houses here are pretty temporary. I mean, they can be removed without too many issues as well. So I could even make the house all the way up there if I really wanted to. But yeah, so let's have a look at what this looks like from down here. So from all the way down here, you can actually see just where the foundations are, and that's like halfway up the rock. So I could even just build a tower on that direction there, because I have found that I can build ceilings on there, so I could just build along the side of the rock and make that a sort of tower area. But of course, building the stairs is going to be a bit tricky because it is quite narrow, so I might extend that out a little bit. And just have it overhang slightly. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that, but it could be a possibility there. So I could place some more foundations there. But overall, it's coming together quite nicely. The building system in this game is very Fallout 4 in a way. It's all just sort of snapped to grids, but you can place in any direction or anyhow you want, and then everything sort of snaps onto that. So if you're familiar with the building system from Ark or Fallout 4, you're gonna have not too many issues adapting to this, necessarily. I have noticed that buildings can sort of just float. These foundations are not entirely necessary, but it seems like you can't build ceiling pieces, or at least these like unsupported pieces, directly into terrain, whereas you can do that with these foundations here. So these are actually slightly embedded in the rock, and it's okay for foundations to do that, but seemingly not okay for these sort of ceiling pieces, which is a bit odd. So you can see, yeah, there's a foundation piece right there, which is actually all the way inside the rock as well. So long as it's connected, it works just fine. But yeah, so these are how we sort of go along, and then we end up here. Now, there is a sort of invisible wall here because of this rock. I'm not sure why that's there. I don't think this rock was meant to be climbable, but there is a bit of an invisible wall. So we don't have the entirety of the space, and I feel like I might actually add some more foundations just to make this a bigger sort of starting area and make it sort of a rounded kind of tower base, I guess. But yeah, that's the thing as well. You have these sort of angled pieces. They're triangles and squares. So that's kind of what you have to work with. So you can make some interesting designs if you really want to. You're not really limited in that. And I'm really going to be exploring all of this as we go along. I've just noticed a number of houses in this area. There's one over there. There's one on that little island over there. There's one on the other island over there. And there was one on that side of the rock that we saw earlier. And I'm pretty sure there's some more just around the corner there next to these big statues, which actually look really cool as well. I would have loved to build up those as well too, actually. But yeah, just kind of turning this pillar into a sort of tower. And in the next episode, I'm going to be putting the walls onto this building. So of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. And comment down below if you have any suggestions. If you're playing Conan yourself and you have any tips on building, don't feel shy. Feel free to share them down in the comments below. My name is Panzer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.